Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Women, and today we're talking about all things Saturn. So the dates are below about when Saturn goes into retrograde and out of in post-shadow and pre-shadow, and all of those information. It's all down below, so you'll need to do that. And then make sure that you click and share or even like my video. Comment if you have any questions. I'll make sure to answer all your questions. And then as well, hit the subscribe and the bell so you can be informed when I post another video. So let's talk about Saturn in retrograde. That actually happens May 23rd. So as this happens, let's talk about Saturn's energy. Saturn is all about structure and law, government, elderly, people that have been economically disadvantaged, and you're going to kind of feel this energy coming up from them of like, now I need to speak my voice and now I need to come up. But know that most of all, it's really interesting that you're going to see political people also boosting or kind of adding their extreme energy to the flow of what's going on. Extremism, more intolerance for people that don't have the same thinking as you, and almost feeling like they're against that person. If you don't think like me, you're against me. And that's not necessarily true, but it's one of those, you're going to feel that in their speeches, you're going to feel that in their energy. So it's something to just be aware of. Let's see. Let's talk about Saturn's energy in retrograde is really all about limitation and kind of bringing these structures down, or kind of bringing them back into the brink of what's going on and kind of making them smaller. Instead of growing government, it's going to pull it in and it's going to reshape it. And then remember, Saturn is the planet of karma. So this is going to be a very interesting time when we are going to see a lot of political people, a lot of people that have been in the eye publicly for a while. You're going to see them kind of get their karma bite. It's one of those, if they have hurt someone else, or if they have not done something right, or, it's not necessarily me judging them. It's just kind of, this is the way it goes. And this energy is all about that karmic bite, and they will probably have issues with communication. So that's kind of like an interesting energy, as well as that karma is going to be kind of allowing them to speak their truth that they would normally withhold, but now they're opening up that energy and just allowing that energy to come in. It's one of those, Saturn is a very slow moving planet, and so it's going to be affecting a lot of us a lot of the time. And know that it's going to be more on a global scale, not just the United States, not just one country. You're going to see that on a global scale. And it's one of those, and like I said, you're going to see a lot of people getting their karmic kick with this one. Sometimes Saturn has an ability to give us some sadness, even some tiredness. I have already felt this myself, and I've heard a lot of my clients as well dealing with a lot of like being tired, being overwhelmed, kind of being unmotivated, and kind of just feeling really stuck. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to deal with this. I'd rather go take a nap. So that's kind of what's coming up. But it's one of those, Saturn, the one thing to understand about Saturn in retrograde is all good things come to those who wait. So if you kind of wait out this energy with Saturn and kind of keeping in your mind, like, what do I want to build on the other side of this? What do I want to create when Saturn isn't in retrograde? This is a great time to think about those things. What structures or what timing would you like to create? What is the things that you would like to change in the authority of what's going on? This is going to be a really, really great time for that. So I thank you so much for joining me today. And we are going to do a couple of angel cards. So let's get those done really quick. So I've got my angel card deck. So let's see what comes up karmically for Saturn in retrograde. The first one is all about power. Saturn is a very powerful planet. And like I said, its power is going to be global. We're going to see that all over. You're going to see over the next few months people having issues with this planet. And like I said, you're going to be seeing people get their little karmic kick with this. And I don't want to say it like it's fun to watch, but it's one of those, it's interesting that they can clear that energy, and it's how they work through it. Is it going to get clear or not? Divine guidance. The only way you're going to make it through Saturn in retrograde and all these other planets in retrograde at this point is watching your divine guidance. What should I be working on? What should I be doing right now? What should I be dealing with? Is there things that karmically that I can take care of or get rid of or move over? Okay? Take out of that way. Freedom. This is all about freedom. Getting your voice heard. feeling the freedom to have your voice heard and dealt with it at this time. This is a great time to speak up and have your voice heard, yet at the same time, remember that we need to have it done in a very logical, very law-abiding way. So that's what's most important about Saturn in retrograde, is watching the rules. Our last one is self-acceptance. Once we accept that we have different views from other people, if I know what my views are and you know what your views are, we can talk about them rationally and having this great conversation, instead of feeling like I need to overwhelm your energy or you need to overwhelm my energy to get me to hear you or for me to hear you. It's one of those, no, it's not about that. If we know where we're coming from and what we believe in, then we can have a great, honest conversation, a great conversation about what we're going to bring in or what we're going to do or how we think differently. And that's a great thing. Anytime people have different viewpoints, it gives us an opportunity to hear that side and decide if we want to change our thinking or if we thought we were right all along. It's either way. Not a problem. You have an amazing day, and I know that we'll be talking soon.